In today's video, we've got life gain, we've got tokens, and we've got card advantage, as well as one of the biggest and best comebacks we've ever had against a mono red player. And this was all done with a 4-color deck. Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at this really fun 4-color Legends deck, and it's built around one of my new favorite cards from Tarkir. It's a really interesting card. Felithar, this card right here is a really sweet legendary creature that allows you to sacrifice a permanent every turn and put 1/1 counters across the board on all of your creatures, which is a really powerful thing to do, but a really hard thing to do, especially in the colors of Abzan. We've kind of done that whole mechanic where, you get down things that produce, map tokens, whatever, sacrifice those, pump your creatures in Abzan. But Abzan was pretty limited to me. I feel like adding in red to this deck could really help its case out a lot, because we've got things like a Nim, and a Nim to me kind of screams out like a perfect match for this card, right? So the Nim attacks in, it gets a 1/1 counter, it produces these gnome tokens based on how many 1/1 counters it has. So it gives us those artifact tokens that we can sacrifice, but also grow the Nim to get even more artifact tokens to then put even more 1/1 counters on. And so I really wanted to see if I could pull it together today, put a 4-color Legends deck together, and this thing was slapping, man. It's got a lot of the same sort of Naya Legends deck, synergies that we had before. We got the Teething Wormlet early on as our 1-drop. It gains us a ton of life. It goes really well with artifact tokens, which is a pretty big key role player here because the Nim produces artifact tokens, but so does the Dollmaker Shop. This is going to spit out a toy every single time we attack in, which produces these artifact tokens, which are also going to get bigger with the Felithar's ability triggering as well, giving us some sacrificial fodder as well. And then we've also got Rocco. Rocco's a really fun card advantage tool that gives you extra cards in exile, but whenever you cast something from exile, you put 1/1 counters on something and you create food tokens, which grows the Teething Wormlet. There's a lot of artifact synergies built in here, guys. And then we've also got Caretaker's Talent for extra card draw as well, because we're going to be producing a lot of tokens. And because we are producing a lot of tokens on the top end, we've got Elspeth to double up on any tokens that we are generating, which can get out of control really fast. But the deck is pretty nutty when it goes off. I will say building for 4 colors was very tricky. I didn't seem to have as much trouble at all, winning games or finding the colors that I needed. We have no basics in this deck, so you better hope you don't get Demolition Field. But the rest of the idea is there, though. When it gets rolling, it's very hard to stop. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this one, and yeah, we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, today we're taking a look at Felithar, and we're doing it in this 4-color legendary deck, which is gonna be pretty tricky to pull off, I feel like, with the mana. But I do have a really cool deck list here that I think I'm just really excited to show you, because I've played a couple of games. I just beat the last opponent. Shout out to them, man. They let it go down to the very end, and I was able to turn my Dollmaker Shop on the final part of it, and we hit him for over 400 damage. It was glorious. But yeah, that's I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that off again. But Felithar is nasty, and I feel like it's a really good spot in this deck list. Ooh, I really want to get that down. I am gonna get that down. What am I saying? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm greedy. Clayfire Bricks. Okay, so we know what we're up against. We're playing Simulacrum, which can get out of hand pretty fast as well. Let's see who goes, bigger, faster here. Oh, this is so tricky, man. I want to get this in right now and get it rolling, but at the same time, there's some other things I want to do. Man, this is a really tough decision on this turn. I just feel like maybe it's got to be Rocco here. But if I do Rocco, I want to make sure I can protect Rocco from exiling effects. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. That's a really good find. I can actually end up taking one of their Simulacrum synthesizers here. That consoles is really good for them, though, too. That's going to shut me down. Well, not shut me down, but it's gonna slow me down quite a bit. I love that we have the Skrell's Defector Mayat out here, too, because they're, everything's going to be protected from any sort of exiling effects until they take care of that first, which, they got to invest typically 3 mana to exile something off the field here. So I feel like that's going to get a very good game out of this matchup. I think they're debating on whether or not the consoles is important here. Oh, man. At least I can tap this guy, right? At least I can tap it. I mean, doesn't matter, but... All right, at least we got away with one there, kind of. Let's see. Caretaker's Talent seems like it's the play. I really wish I could have got that down and some value out of it, but they went with Split Up instead, you know? What can you do? We're still kind of cooking right now. Got the Caretaker's Talent down. Card advantage is still a thing for us. Yeah, Split Up would have normally been really good there, but me being able to tap my Defector's Might in response was pretty solid. What are they taking? All right, that's fine. That's fine. This is also great. I love that. Let's see. A lot of options here, man. A lot of options. I feel like I want to do this, but let's do this first. And then play this. That seems pretty good. All right, Felithar is on the field. I'm gonna attack with my 2/2 here. Not gonna do anything with my might though, because I gotta protect it, the Felithar, from things like the snare. Looking really good here, guys. We're looking really good. That can get a little bit weird. Let's see, if they get a temporary lockdown, that would be really bad. That's fine. Yeah, we go protection from white here. Is there anything they can do with 1 mana? I don't think so. All right, cool. They get a little bit of indestructibility off that. That's nice. We're for sure. Yeah, I think we simply just take back the Dollmaker shop here. Yeah, that seems fine. Unlock this. Oh man, we're gonna be cooking here. We are going to be cooking here, guys. Felithar goes off, Dollmaker shop goes off. We sacrifice the token. Everything gets a 1/1 counter. Oh my gosh, we are absolutely flying right now. So I'm talking about, man. And then we just gotta hope we can unlock the Dollmaker shop before they get a temporary lockdown in here, because that would be a bummer. We're gonna lose everything but the Felithar and the talent. Ooh, I mean, temporary lockdown would be actually so bad for us because they'd get the Sheltered by Ghost too. Why do they keep trying to do stuff like this? All right, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense because I do lose lifelink, which is relevant. Sure. Anything else you got for us? Saw blades. I mean, again, it doesn't hit anything, so that's fine. That's a-okay with me. Oh my gosh, that's so good. We top decked another Dollmaker shop. Oh man, that was such a good game. I love it. That is awesome. All right, we're going first with a very weird hand. I have the might on 1. I mean, the curve is really good if I get a green source, man. That is such a big if, though. This is the problem where 4 colors comes in here. I need a plaza or, you know, some form of green. Ideally, a green would be great, so I can get down to Dissident on 2 here. All right, the opponent's going to be on Omniscience, maybe? No, it's Control. Straight Control, huh? All right, Greenland, we need you here. Come on. Jeskai Control. Nice, we got it. And the Rocco is, in fact, protected by the Skrelv, except not by counter spells. Lightning Helix on the Skrelv's Might. I thought maybe Dispel here. Okay, Torch the Tower. All right, so Rocco is not safe for, you know, another turn, unfortunately. Let's see, I can get down... I mean, I need Rocco to survive the turn because I need the Plaza to count as green mana here on this next turn. Very nice. All right, what's more important? I think the Dissident is a little bit more important here than the Wormlet. And we're just going to keep stacking the Rocco here because obviously we want to attack from war, but also they work off burn spells for some of their removal. So making sure we don't, you know, don't let them burn it out. But I'm guessing we're just going to get hit with a sweeper here. Let's be real. This is going to be a tough matchup. Elspeth is going to be a nice card to have here in this one, as well as Caretaker's Talent, but I'm guessing they're running Get Lost. So both of those cards are in a bit of danger. There's the Get Lost. That's the card I was just speaking about. Come on, Caretaker's Talent. We need you here, especially now that we've got rid of one of the Get Lost. Now, they do run Shiko, though. Shiko could, you know, return in one of these cards from the graveyard, which would be a huge bummer. Is it Dispel time? It looks like it's Dispel time. Ouch. I mean, I had to try it, right? I had to try it. Wow, it landed. Okay. Didn't expect that. All right, we're kind of cooking, guys. I do have green here, but it's going to take another turn cycle in order for us to get, you know, any of these coming down. So kind of need a legendary creature right about now. Ideally, I'd like to get my Felidar or Felithar. Well, that's a bummer. All right, let's try to pump these up and see what happens. Don't need that. Shiko is a bit of a nightmare, but I can just minus the Elspeth for that. Another green source. I guess that's fine. Stock up. Okay, that's a little bit of a turn off. I mean, they got 3 mana still to work with, though. They could definitely Brotherhood's End me or something. I have seen the Shiko decks running that as a sweeper of choice, so not out of the woods here, man. Elspeth was definitely the better card that we could have found in this matchup, but we're still in a bit of a bind at the moment. A tap land means there's no Brotherhood's End. But do we avoid the Get Lost? I mean, if it is a Get Lost, I have a backup Elspeth, so no big deal. Might as well, right? Might as well eat the food. Man. Not really going to be able to catch a break here, can we? I guess we'll go with the Teething Wormlet. No, I think the Yotian Dissident's a little bit better. A little bit better. All right, we're swinging in for 5, taking them down to potentially lethal next turn. So they do have to sweep the board. They don't really have much of a choice there. If they don't sweep the board, they're kind of cooked. If they go with a Shiko here to get back a Get Lost or something, that's still not good enough. I just play a second Elspeth, minus it, destroy it, and swing in. But it's going to be a stock up. They only have 4 mana left to use. Day of Judgment seems to be the play, it looks like. Or temporary lockdown, that works too. Does this give... No, it's not. It's only for legendary creatures. But yeah, I do believe this gives indestructible and hexproof, which still wouldn't have worked out for us. Ooh, 5 damage to any target. Or plant... No, it's not any target. I wish it was. All right. I welcome all allies. We'll save this for the Shiko. All right, what you got for that? Little bit of a reset there. Man, where is my Caretaker's Talent when you need it, huh? Elspeth putting in a lot of work for this game, though. Loving it. I think this is my only copy of this in the deck. Where is all my other big hitters here, man? I need like Felithar, Annie. Or a Nim, not Annie. We have Annie. I need a Nim. Something like that. There's the Get Lost. We had a feeling that was going to be the case. Does this protect Planeswalkers? No. No, it does not. But my Teething Wormlets get bigger. That's pretty sweet. Defector Might. Okay, I'm going to play the Defector Might first just to see if there's any counter spells. All right, there's something. There is, in fact, something. I'm hoping it's a burn spell. I haven't seen one dispel yet. But you know they have it, right? You know they have it. Can I really afford not to try to play this now, though, when they've only got 2 mana? Because they could also be running 3 steps ahead, and I might not have another opportunity at them having 2 mana on the field. I feel like I have to try. Because again, I stand by this decision because if they have 3 steps ahead, this is going to be one of my only chances. That's going to be 3, 4. So these 8, 9, 10. So I have lethal. I do have lethal. Unless they have lightning helix here, which is it's definitely possible. If they do have lightning helix, let's say they hit this, that's going to be 13 damage I got to do. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So not quite enough. I guess this should maybe draw out those lightning helixes if they have them. Well, that's unfortunate. Man, this is such a risky attack because if I send the whole team here, which I should because it's lethal, and if they have lightning helix, they just return fire and take out the Elspeth. That would be really unfortunate. Let's see what happens. Get lost. Wow, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Oh, they concede though. It was enough to win the game. You love to see it. Okay, good. I thought it was lightning helix, but that was still equally as good. I guess I should have anticipated that too. I thought the teething wormlets were completely safe. I don't even know why I wasn't thinking about get lost there. But yeah, GG's, man, GG's. All right, opponent going first here. Hand looks fantastic though. We've got the doll maker shop right after a wormlet on 1. So we're gonna get the ball rolling pretty quickly here with the life gain and the 1/1 counters. Okay. I hope we're not purely toxic. I like that they had to use the Murex there, meaning that they probably are low on swamps. All right, that's rough. That is rough. Let's get a Yotian Dissident out this time though, because it gets bigger faster than the wormlet does. It's not confined by the amount of 1/1 counters it can gain. They found a swamp. Dang it, I thought we were going to get away with one there. All right, this guy needs to chill. This guy needs to chill with the disruption, man. All right, we got a lot of power coming back their way here if they want to if they don't want to disrupt my board again. I don't love letting this get through, but you know, you gotta use the toys here to block, I think. Please don't be annoying. Okay, that's fine. That speeds up the process of damage as well, so that's good. All right, sweet. All right, we got Defector Might to help protect against any nonsense. Yeah, 1/1 counters on both. Do one of these. And let the damage begin. I know we're a little late to the game here on actually pumping out some damage, but they've taken plenty of pain from their own lands, which is good. Anoint Affliction on the Might. That's good. I mean, they wasted that. They could have easily done that on one of my other 2 bigger creatures here and gotten the value because the Defector Might did have Summoning Sickness. Sure. You want to trade with a toy token? I was going to say, don't mind if I do, but that's pretty good. It's not good enough, though. It's definitely not good enough. What if I attack in? What if I attack? Oh, I should have played this land. What am I doing? I could attack. Ah, shoot, I screwed up. I'm just going to try to bait them into blocking here. All right, they didn't block. I screwed up on that one, man. I should have attacked with a Teething Wormlet there, just let them block it, and then creating another token here. And I should have played this land. I made a lot of mistakes on that last turn. I definitely did that incorrectly. Love the Caretaker's talent here. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Looks like they've got maybe a removal spell for the 1/1 here. Nope. They do not. All right, I guess we swing in with this guy, and if they don't trade, that's fine too, because next turn I unlock the Doll Maker shop and swing through for a boatload. which is very, very nice. Problem is they got 2 cards we don't know about now, and I'm sure one of them's gonna be removal. Yep. They pay the ward too, though. Sheesh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do we let it get through? I think we do. Another Caretaker's Talent's pretty solid, actually. We do this. Come on, give me something good here off the top. Give me some spiciness here. Oh, man. I guess that's okay, but it's not going to trigger anything, so I guess it's not really okay. No attacks. We got plenty of blocks now, though. Dang it. How brutal is this? They got the Mirex land, so they're going to be able to continue pumping out these tokens, man. This is tough. I would imagine they're going to attack with everything here, because why not? Take out the Death Touch ones. I mean, that's pretty good, but I've still got one problem here, and that problem is the fact that if I don't draw something usable here, I don't have any instant speed magic, though. I think I lose here, guys. That's a bummer. I think I definitely misplayed a little bit here, but at the same time, I don't know if this was very much winnable the way I drew. Oh, Felithar, that would have been nice a long time ago. Yeah, I just gave him a poison counter that way too, so G to the G's, man. They just disrupted me way too much there in the beginning of that game. I almost had a pretty good start too. All right, still no Felithar action on this one either. We got Teething Wormlet though. The mana doesn't allow us to lead into a Dissident, but any third land drop will get me into a turn 3 Nim here, which can pair up really good with the Wormlet and the Caretaker's Talent. So I'm gonna keep it and hope that we can get, you know, a good start here. Obviously, we'd like a land off the top so I can curve into this Dissident, but if not, no biggie. Oh boy. Well, the life gain is going to be important, that's for sure, because we're up against Izzet Cutter, ladies and gentlemen. I have beaten Izzet Cutter with this deck quite a few times already, but I've gotten sheltered by ghosts and stuff like that, so we'll see how that goes. All right, not ideal. Missed a land drop. Got another Yotian Dissident, which can't be played. All right, they take the turn off to get the show off ready, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but... All right, we got red and we got white. We just need any third land drop works here. Come on, any third land drop works here. The opponent, though, I mean, I don't know what they're waiting on here. They got to pass the turn because that Slick Shot can technically be played for 0 mana, so they're holding the priority at the moment. Let's go! We actually got it. Holy smokes. And it's going to gain me life, which is huge. I mean, if we get lucky enough next turn, too, I could, you know, maybe play Annie Joins Up, blow up the Slick Shot, and then double the triggers on the Anim, gaining even more life. Man, that would be Disneyland for sure. Okay, only a blue land left. No third land drop. We love it. Oh, an Opal, though, is crazy. Or Mox Jasper. Sorry, not Mox Opal. Mox Jasper is 0 mana. Oh, man. The Flood Maw is brutal. All right, we're getting our butt kicked. That's pretty huge. Gain 3 here. Is that enough, though? I mean, they've only got 2 mana to work with. That kind of feels like that should be enough. Because we got 1 chump blocker, too, so they kind of need to have the monstrous rage to get through the extra damage. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I think it's going our way, guys. It's a little dicey for sure. We're playing the best deck in the meta, but you never know how quickly this is going to turn on us. Seems like they're missing that third land drop yet again, though, so we might be all right. Funny how that works in Magic, huh? You just don't get the land, and then you're cooked. They scry to the bottom. They hit a land. Nice. They got it. Don't seem to have Monstrous Rage, though. That skipped right ahead. It's got to be this. I mean, there's nothing better to do here. Go to 4 and then also gain a life off of that as well. Yeah, we're absolutely cooking right now. We're absolutely cooking. We avoid most of the burn spells because most of the burn spells are just going to be the burst lightnings, which only deal 2. And then next turn I go with this and we double up the Anim triggers. I mean, sheesh. Or I could just do double Yoti and Dissident too. That would be wild. Actually, I can't do double because this is a land that doesn't count. What did they bounce there? Did they bounce my shelter? Okay. They bounced my shelter just to get one more attack in here with the slick shot. I'm going to get it right back. Seems a little weak to me. But we'll take it. Well, we got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage. We take it. That is not something you want to say out loud usually, but I just said it. All right, if we do this, I can't shelter. If I do this and double up on the Anim triggers, can I just win? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we just win. All right, we have lethal. We have lethal, ladies and gentlemen. G to the G's. Let's go. And we gained a little bit of life on the way out. You love to see it. Taking out Izzet Cutter. That always feels good. 3 Yoti and Dissidents in the hand that were unplayable at the beginning, though, was pretty unfortunate. All right, another weird hand here, but it is a nice curve out. We've got the Skrell's Might into a Dollmaker Shop. That's not ideal. You typically want to get the, you know, Wormlet there on turn 1, but that's fine. All right, good. We got a red source. That's kind of big because that leads into a Rocco here. I need some life gain, so the food tokens are going to be helpful, but I don't know if we're going to be fast enough, man. We're going against mono red, who's going first here, so. And they're flinging stuff. You love to see that. A little bit of flinging. Might as well. I'll trade you if you want. I really don't care if you want to trade one of those. That's a big win for me if that's the case. All right, here comes the pump, pump, and then fling. The old pump, pump, and fling. All right, the scariest thing they have here, believe it or not, is the Scamp because it can fling itself if it gets through. So we got to force them to use that now. Yeah, that's fine. We have to force them to go for it now. And they're for sure flinging it because they just got the ability here to manifest dread. So I'm at 1. I'm already at 1. Imagine being at 1 life on turn 2. That's standard right now. That's crazy. 1 HP on turn 2. Man. I mean, that's something, I guess. I gain a little bit of life. Oh, how brutal is this? I think that's our best bet, right? I mean, this hits us and we just die, so. I cannot believe I'm putting a Sheltered by Ghost on a Skrell's Defector Might. Like that. That's so insanely bad. Are you actually saying there's a chance here? Hold on. If I block this, I die. If I block this, they get a rat. I think we block here. Somehow, some way, we're still alive. You guys tell me. I don't know. I don't know if I want to give them any extra cards, do I? But this gives me food tokens. If I give them an extra card to potentially win the game, though, I could be absolutely cooked, right? Maybe it's just this. Yeah, I think that's the play. But then this gives me more blockers. I think it's this. I need more blockers. I can't really afford not to get the blockers down here. Okay, we got 2 blocks now. Just draw a land for me one time. I mean, it's only fair. They got me down to 1 by turn 2. Okay, hold on now, guys. Hold on now. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That's more life gain, but I think this is the move. This has to be the move, right? Because then we pump up the Skrull finally to start growing a little bit. Whoops, no, cancel. Whoa. Easy there, Turbo. Easy there, Turbo. Misclicks are not to be tolerated at this point in the game. Gaining 3. All right, what does this do exactly? We need to know now. Harmonize, its target creature gets 3-0 and haste to the end of turn. Boom! There's no way we just won that game. Oh my god, I'm just laughing because there's no way we just won the game with the Skrull's Might carrying the weight with the Sheltered by Ghosts. That's crazy. Oh my god. That was the silliest game I've ever been a part of in my life. I was so salty in the beginning of that game. I was so upset with the fact that we were, you know, getting beat down as bad as we were at that early. But man, don't call it a comeback, dude. Actually, I'll take that over the Dollmaker shop. They drop off a Mako, so we know it's going to be Oculus. I don't mind an Oculus matchup, I don't think. I mean, some Oculus decks go crazy pretty quick, so you never know, I guess. If I go with the Anim and swing in right now, this only goes to 2, which is going to get blocked by this. I guess it's got to be the Chef then, and then hope to get some 1/1 counters artificially with the Rocco's ability. No, they get a freaking burn spell, dude. I needed the life gain off the Wormlet with this one. What a bummer. Oh, they're not going to use it, though. They're going to regret that. The Teething Wormlet's going to get a bit out of hand here. I don't think I want to play Annie Joins Up. I mean, it's pretty enticing, but I just don't think I want to do that. And I can do it, too. Wow. I can do it. I can do it, and I can double the Rocco's ability, which is kind of wild. Guess I have to, right? I guess I kind of have to. Take out the flyer. I know this can, you know, probably end up getting the opponent some extra attack steps, but I think that's the right call. We get double Rocco triggers. Let's go. Now, these are some good hits. A nice little land, a Defector Might to protect the board, triggering all the other things, too. I'm waiting for Felithar, though. That's the card we built this entire deck around, and it seems like Felithar has a really hard time making its way to my hand. We got it twice, but only one time did we actually get to use it, you know, effectively. The other time it came in really late in the game. Okay. Oh, they're gonna blow up the Wormlet. No. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, I guess we got the food tokens always to, you know, gain some life off of, so that's something. All right. We'll block one of these attacks, but we won't block the next one. You got it. All right. Yotian Dissident plus a Nim. Could be kind of crazy. I think I play a Nim first, though, right? Yeah, we play a Nim first. Actually, I think I'm just going to do this. Oh, this is going to go so crazy. This is going to go so crazy. Hey, catch. Catch these guys. 10 damage off the 1/1s. Holy cow. Now, imagine if I find Felithar. Come on. Come on, give me the Felithar, dude. If I can pump all 10 of these tokens with 1/1 counters twice, if Felithar's ability goes off twice, dude, we're set up for a crazy bomb. I don't love this, though. Let's go, GG's. Okay. Okay, got him. Dude, that would have been the game of the century if we found Felithar. My goodness. All right, unfortunately, this looks like it's going to have to be a mulligan. I do have the white mana to get the Might in, which does lead to a Dollmaker shop. So the curve is there for 1 and 2. Outside of that, it looks a little bit dicey. Too reliant there on you know, the mana. This looks good. White, red, green. Yeah, I guess we drop one land here, right? All right. Unfortunately for us, though, the Teething Wormlet does not come in on 1, which could end up costing us here. Oh, yeah. Opponent's going to be pretty much winning the game by 3 here. Or 4, I should say. 4. All right. Well, looks like we're going to have to go with the Anim here. Anim on 3. I guess I could go with Rocco if I play this, actually. Let's go Rocco. Spell Pierce is non-creature. This should land. I don't think they're going to be running any, you know, counter spells that take that off the field. They're just going to bounce it and be annoying. Got it. Got it. Temporary lockdown. Pretty good for them. Yeah, we might be cooked on this one, guys. We have no graveyard hate. It is what it is. As soon as I see an Omniscience hit the graveyard, the game is pretty much over. Yep, there it is. All right, well, they got the Abuelo for sure. They always do. I can almost never can count that one out. Just go ahead and play it. Don't slow roll us here, man. Oh, they don't have the Abuelo yet. It's just a matter of time, though. All their cards draw them more cards, so expect the expect that to be the case. What do I do here? Do I play? I feel like if I play this, they're just gonna counter it. Gotta try though, I guess. I gotta try. Whoa! Surprise! All right, Teething Wormlets. Let's get this in. Pump this up some more. They probably just make a block here, because why not? All right. What is their next maneuver here? Ooh, Elspeth is fun. Stock up. Well, if they don't have an Abuelo, that's going to help them for sure. Okay. We don't double any effects here. Oh, they found it. Okay, GG's. GG's, that was fun. Can't stand this deck. I can't stand it. It's all good though. It's really tough to beat, even if you're prepared for it. Okay, we got Teething Wormlet on 1, but this hand, unfortunately, not keepable. Oh my god. Okay, they're trying to keep the game's trying to keep us down here. All right, we got to throw that away. Probably that. Dang it. That's a tough beat right there. All right, it could be mono red. Looks like they're holding on to maybe a burn spell to kick things off here. What a rough double mulligan that was, huh? White, red. I mean, that's not what we needed. That is like one of the worst lands we could have grabbed there. That's fine though. Defector might go ahead and come down because I just don't want my Wormlet dying to any sort of burn spells here. But looks like they've got a burn spell ready to go for the Might anyways. I wonder if it's Izzet Cutter. Could be. No, it's a Fling deck. Yeah, it's a Fling deck, all right. My least favorite deck right now is probably Omniscience, but this is a close second. Because again, you saw us almost die on turn 2 the other game, which was pretty wild. Let's go! We needed that bad. We really needed that. All right, we're in for an attack. Dollmaker Shop is clutch. I wonder if they fling something here. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. Swinging in, huh? And it's a pump spell. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. And they're gonna send 6 more at the face here with the fling spell, but we're gonna get a food token and gain a little bit of life, which is good. There we go. Now, if I can just get a Sheltered by Ghosts, if they don't already have a Burst Lightning or something to throw at my face. All right, good. Good, good, good. This is a tough decision, man, because I could just eat a food token here and gain 3. But But it feels like if I just do this, attack in, get a 1/1, I could also gain another food and then gain some more life. It feels like eating a food token is probably the wiser decision here. And then no attacks. Yoti and Dissident is nice. Wish I had that Dollmaker shop though. It's a bummer. Let's go 1 counter here. Keep on gaining life, man. That's gonna be the name of this game right here. Is just how much life can I gain? Oh my God, they gave up. GG's.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.